Casey Gray here from the Conscious Builder, and on today's video I'm going to be talking about control joints in concrete and whether or not to cut them, so be sure to watch this till the very end. Before I get into the video though, be sure to check out ContRactorsAcademy.com. This is for all the contractors out there. We recently launched our first official program called Increasing Profit the Bottom Line, so be sure to check that out and register. Once again, ContRactorsAcademy.com. We've had quite a few projects recently that has required or control joints have been marked as required on the plans. Typically, this isn't something that you put in a basement, for example. I don't know if I've ever been in any basement actually that has a control joint, but we've been doing a lot of projects that don't have basements. So there'll be slab on grade, or there'll be one which is partially slab on grade and then partially had a basement underneath it, 3-day cottage. But in either case, typically what a control joint is to control the cracks. If there's one thing that concrete is guaranteed to do, that is crack. So I've had quite a few conversations with architects, with designers, with the concrete guys on whether or not to cut them, and it's mixed. So really what it comes down to is you have to make your own decision and decide whether or not it's worth it to you. But I will tell you what has happened in our experience and some of the stories that I've heard. So one, most recently for the 3-day cottage, talking to the concrete guy, he used to cut control joints, but it would still crack. It would always crack when he was doing control joints. It didn't matter. And when he stopped is when he did a pool deck, and the crack in the concrete showed up 2 inches beside the control joint that was cut. So after that, he said, no, I'm not doing it anymore. I'd rather see a hairline crack than a crack beside a control joint or a big control joint, because the control joint isn't a small crack. It's a big cut in the concrete that usually happens fairly close to when it's poured, as long as it's dry enough. So it could be a day or two. It depends on how quickly the concrete is drying. I've also seen concrete crack beside a control joint or around a control joint. Or one thing with the control joints is that they don't always go all the way to the wall. Typically, where cracks show up, in my experience, is where there's an outside corner. So wherever you have a point, so say it's coming to a point, that's where the crack would start. If you don't have anything like that, maybe your concrete won't crack. Am I going to guarantee that your concrete won't crack? No, because there's too many factors. Like I said, there's one thing that will guarantee in concrete is that it's going to crack. So really what you're going to have to do is make your own call, because control joints are not sexy. They do not look good in the floors. We try to place them under walls, but you still have to go through a doorway at some point. It's hard to get them close to the wall, like I said, unless you have enough insulation, which we typically do. So that can happen. But if you do all these control joints and it still cracks, it might all be for nothing, and it's an added cost. So when you're doing your project, and when you're doing a concrete floor and you're worried about cracking, you need to make the decision. Do you want to see control joints? Do you want to see the big cracks in the wall, in the floor? Or are you willing to just live with a hairline crack that shows up, assuming everything's been compacted correctly? Recently, we've gone both ways on projects. It's really up to the client, it's up to the homeowner in a lot of cases. Sometimes we're forced to do it by the architect. We'll do whatever is requested. I'm on the fence one way or the other, but I tend to lean more towards the side of no control joints and deal with hairline cracks. And that's more around if you're finishing your floor. If you're doing a polished concrete floor, for example, it's harder to fill in those big cuts in the floor. If you're covering up, then who cares? Why spend the money on the control joint? All the floor is going to get covered anyways, and that's probably why you don't see it in basements too often. So I hope this was helpful for you. I would love to know your thoughts on this. I would love to know what you're doing on your projects. I'd love to hear experience. If you've done control joints, if they've worked or if they haven't worked, please let us know. This is an ongoing conversation. I want to keep it going. And speaking about concrete and cracks, we are currently renovating a 161-year-old stone home, and we improved the airtightness by over 60%. So be sure to click on the video to watch that, and remember to live consciously.